welcome back to the BeatKonductaz. My name is DJ Olo. This is the King of the Beats 5. This is 5 years straight, man. And today's judges panel is pretty dope. We got my man Big Pooh, rapper Big Pooh from Little Brother. Next to you, we got my big brother Sean J. Period, longtime judge. We got my man Jay Clyde, and then we have my man Vice Soul Etrick.
It's great to be with you all again. I get you.
Oh, Sean's got a major delay, it looks like. All right, that's what's up, man. All right, so what I'm gonna do, man, is I'm gonna get right into the battle. We've got 16 producers. We've got a dope prize. Somebody's taking home this MP7 tonight. All right, so what I did during the break is I chose names. We did it on Instagram Live, so there's no cheating. So the matches for round 2 are going to be Sound Minds versus Kelsey, Coop Devel versus DJ Big Smooth, Soul City versus Phil Real, and Doc Spliff versus Passage. All right? So judges, you cool? Everybody there? All right, that's what's up. So that was Sound Minds versus Kelsey. Again, this is round 2 for anyone who's just getting on to IG Live or Facebook Live or whatever. We're into round 2. Judges, same thing here, man. Oh, it looks like we lost rapper Big Pooh as well. See if we can get him back. I'll text him in a minute. We got Tony Smith and Sean J. Period on Instagram Live. Here we go. Oh, let me just clarify. So in round 2, everybody has 60 seconds and they play 2 beats. Judges, rapper Big Pooh can't get back into the group for whatever reason. Neither can Sean or Tony Smith. So they're all on IG Live and they're gonna text me. All right. So we still have Jay Clyde and Vice Electric on the group over here, the judges panel. Judges, yeah, you just need to choose one or the other. That's it. All right. I'm gonna get right into the next battle, which is Coop Devel versus DJ Big Smooth. Here we go.
When it comes to sex advice,
All right, that's what's up, man. That was Coop Devel versus DJ Big Smooth. Up next is going to be, this is another ill battle right here. Up next is Soul City versus Phil Real. All right, cool. So I'm gonna get into the last match of round 2, which is Doc Spliff versus Passage. Here we go. right, that's what's up, man. That's the end of round 2 right there. Judges, you heard everything? I just want to get right into it, man. I don't want to waste any time, really. So let's just start with Sound Minds versus Kelsey. Jay Clyde.
This one I had, let's see here. Hold on a second. All right. I had Kelsey winning this one. Really, it was, I thought the 2 beats combined, it was kind of like a body of work thing. Like the 2 that he presented were just a little better than the ones the Sound Mind came with. Obviously, these are 2 of my favorite participants from the battles I've seen. So, I mean, it's really hard to choose this one, but I give Kelsey the narrow edge on that one.
Yeah. I'm with Clyde on this one. I'm going with Kelsey by a hair. Everything is dope. You know, when you get to this point, you know, it's like just the narrowest things. Really, to be honest, I would say that with Kelsey, just his overall, just the mix and sound was just so polished. I think that just the whole presentation and the whole beats just came off just a little bit better. One thing I like about Sound Minds is his creativity is off the charts. The way that he puts the sound together, the way he manipulates his sounds, the samples is just very different. So that's some good feedback for him, but I would go with Kelsey to take this one.
Rapper Big Pooh, Sean J. Period, and Tony Smith are all on the IG Live. And they went with Kelsey as well. So Kelsey's going to round 3. The second match of round 2 was Coop Devel versus Big Smooth. Let me just start with Sean J. Period went with Big Smooth. Rapper Big Pooh went with Big Smooth as well. So Vice Electric, let's start with you.
Yeah, I went with Big Smooth on this one. I just think that the beats just overall were just a little bit more polished and hit a little bit harder. So I'll go with Big Smooth as well.
I went with Big Smooth also. I think this one is a good lesson. Actually, there were a couple battles, but with this as a good lesson. But you know, be aggressive at all times, especially when you're in a situation like this where you have to pre-send your beats and you can't hear what your opponent is playing. Don't take a chance with playing something that is maybe like a little more laid back. You gotta bring that energy at all times, and Big Smooth did that. I mean, Coop really, you know, the last 2 battles I've seen him has really brought it, and is continually stepping his game up. So keep doing what you're doing, Coop, because it really shows the improvement is showing. But yeah, Big Smooth on that one.
So Big Smooth is taking that one. That was unanimous as well. Match 3 was a dope match right here. It was Soul City versus Phil Real. Let's start with Jay Clyde first.
Yeah, to me, this was the best battle so far. I mean, really evenly matched. It really could have gone either way. I mean, Soul City, that first beat that Soul City played for all y'all, at least in terms of what I'm looking for, that is a battle beat right there. I mean, just insane, like the synths, the ARPs, and the strings. I mean, it just slapped. And his second beat actually, you know, was very soulful. Reminded me of something that actually like Pooh would really sound great rhyming on. And then Phil Real, you know, he came with just killer bass lines like he always does, big drums. The second beat he played was another great example of a battle beat, crazy switch at the end, which really like got me reacting to that. I'm gonna say that I gave it to Soul City because Phil, the first beats that you played, even though it was dope, it was just a little too laid back. And if it's that close, and you know, I gotta pick one, I'm gonna go with the one that has the more aggressive energy and gets my head nodding a little harder. So Soul City on that one, but could have gone either way. That could have been the final right there.
Yeah. I couldn't say it any better. I felt the exact same way. I almost was just gonna flip a coin over here because I didn't know what to do. But I'll tell you this: I think that the tiebreaker for me on this one, and I'm gonna go with Soul City. The tiebreaker for me on this one was just that first beat that Soul City played. I thought was probably the dopest beat we've heard today. Possibly, it was just ridiculous. So, with him just playing the best beat and everything else being so close, I have to go with Phil Real. I've never heard him before. Incredible, ridiculous. That second beat, honestly, if you wouldn't have played Soul City's second beat again for me to hear the full beat, I may have went with Feel Real, but after I got to hear the complexity of the beat from Soul City, the second one, that sort of edged them out because I love that first one. So I'm gonna go with Soul City.
So actually, the other judges on IG, rapper Big Pooh, Sean J. Period, Tony Smith, all went with Soul City. It was unanimous. They all said it was close, but they all said that they loved Soul City. So there you go. And the last battle was Doc Spliff versus Passage. Let's start with Jay Clyde this time.
Yeah, I had Doc Spliff on this one. Really, the two beats he played were just really great energy, nice chops and drums. And Passage had a couple dope joints as well. They're both really nice beats. They're kind of dark, slow, almost like Wu-Tang type of vibe. And I love that stuff too. But I think for the battle, for a battle environment, the energy I'm going for was what Doc Spliff was bringing. So, but good performance by both those guys. Yeah,
I'll go with Doc Spliff as well. Passage, I definitely see the possibilities with the style. I would just say for Passage, especially on this platform, the battle platform, just work on more of the drops and the transitions to make your sounds more dramatic as they come in and out, to make them hit a little bit harder. But I think he has the right mood, he has the right sounds. I just think he needs to work on the sequencing a little bit, the way he lays everything out. Doc Spliff just seemed a little bit more polished with the beats, and that first beat was very, very, very dope. That was my favorite beat from Doc Spliff that we've heard so far in the battle. So I'll go with Doc Spliff as well.
That's what's up. And the other judges on IG Live also went with Doc Spliff, which makes that round unanimous, or that match unanimous, Doc Spliff. So going into round 3 is Kelsey, DJ Big Smooth, Soul City, and Doc Spliff. Judges, I want to ask you, who do you want to see in round 3? In round 3, they're playing 2 beats, 90 seconds each.
Also, you want us to let you know what we think the
if I was ranking it
matchup should be.
If I was doing it by seeding, I would probably do Kelsey against Doc Spliff and Big Smooth against Soul City.
There it is.
I agree.
All right. Welcome back to the BeatKonductaz. My name is DJ Olo. I haven't done an official intro this whole night, man. It's been going by so fast. Judges that we have in our panel include Jay Clyde, Vice Electric, Tony Smith of the James Witt Yancey Foundation, rapper Big Pooh, and Sean J. Period. The 3 judges that you can't see on the screen here are locked out for some reason. We're not trying to start over at this point, so they're on Instagram Live right now, all right? So we're in round 3, the final 4. Up first is gonna be Soul City versus DJ Big Smooth. And then the second match is going to be Doc Spliff versus Kelsey. And these 2 matches right here will determine who's going to the finals. All right, judges. So that was Soul City versus DJ Big Smooth. What I did there was I played Soul City, Big Smooth twice, 2 beats, and then Soul City last. So we just need, like I said, we just need one of these guys to go into the finals here. Up next is gonna be Kelsey versus Doc Spliff. We got Doc Spliff going first. All right, here we go.
like a playful toy.
All right, that's what's up, man. That's the end of round 3 right there. That was Doc Spliff versus Kelsey. Judges, I need you to go ahead and weigh in on that round, man. We need to know who's going to the finals. Let's start with Jay Clyde this time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this one was extremely close. I ended up giving the edge in the end to Soul City. I mean, both had just banging beats and very distinct styles, which I think made it an even better battle. I think in the end, for me, it was just a preference in sound. I really I just like Soul City's the sound he came with a little bit more than Big Smooth did. But I mean, we all know Big Smooth is a threat to win in any battle he's in. So big up to both those guys. But Soul City moving on.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going with Soul City, but this is pretty much like the last round. Very, 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 very close. I really expected to get a little bit more aggression out of both of them with it being later in the battle. The last beat that Soul City played was the dopest beat of that round to me and saved it for him. Very dope. Synths on top of the dirty drums, sample was dope. I mean, it just had a lot of depth, and I think that's what took it for me with Soul City. Very dope. Big Smooth is incredible. But yeah, I think Soul City is going to go to the championship round with that one.
All right, that's what's up. So I'm looking at the judges that are online right now, which are rapper Big Pooh, Tony Smith of the James Webb Yancey Foundation, and Sean J. Period of Sean J. Period Music and Drum Stacks. And so they all went with Soul City as well. So it's unanimous for the first round. Soul City's going to the finals. So let's start with Vice Electric this time.
Yeah. Of course, with it being late, late in the game, late rounds, very, extremely, extremely close. I'm gonna go with Kelsey, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's pretty much the same reason as last round. His mixing, the mix of the beats that he's bringing is impeccable, and it makes a difference when you have a good mix on a beat, almost like a professional sounding mix on a beat, even in these battles. And the other thing that I like about Kelsey throughout the whole battle is that his beats already sound like songs. Like you can hear vocals, you can hear choruses, you can hear complete compositions over his beats. They're very complete. So I'm going with Kelsey by a hair. Very dope. Doc Spliff, salute. Very dope. Just to get feedback on his beats, I really like the switch up. On the first beat that Doc Spliff played. The second one, I wish I would have got a little bit more depth to the beat, but other than that, salute to Doc Spliff, but I'm going with Kelsey.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I went with Kelsey as well. The first track that he played, I think people should understand, like, there's only probably, 4 or 5 elements to the whole thing. And, to make a whole track that dope with that many, like that little amount of simple elements, like the main melody is just like single Rhodes notes and then brings in the strings. That is very difficult to do and make it dope. So, that one definitely impressed the hell out of me. The second beat, just great creativity. The string run was just amazing. And the drums, very different and dynamic. But let me just say about Doc Spliff, this is the first time I've heard you, and I was very, very impressed with not only this battle but the entire day leading up to it. The first track you played, real nice track for me, not necessarily a battle track, but it was really dynamic, and it got better as it moved on, which is what you're supposed to do, and building up to crescendo. And the second beat that you played, I thought was my favorite beat that I heard from you all day. So definitely, keep coming back and keep doing your thing. But Kelsey moving on, man.
That's what's up, man. And as for the judges on IG Live, it was actually 2-1 Kelsey. Sean J. Period chose Doc Spliff. Rapper Big Pooh went with Kelsey, and Tony Smith went with Kelsey as well. Tony Smith said he liked Doc and he had good energy, but they both went with Kelsey. So, the final, King of the Beats 5 2020, The final is going to be Soul City versus Kelsey. This is our 5th annual King of the Beats. My name is DJ Olo. We are now into our 4th and final round. Soul City versus Kelsey. Both of these guys have been in a lot of battles. Kelsey actually won the 28 Days of Dilla. Soul City's won a couple battles as well, man. They've both been in annual battles. They've both been in some of the biggest battles we've had over the years. But besides that, like I said, the winner of this battle is gonna take this beautiful EMU MP7 home, as well as get a free seat in our next battle. And they're also gonna get a free seat in our annual battle. This is gonna be our ninth annual royalty-free battle. That's the Tournament of Champions. That's when all the champions from all the previous years come back and battle everybody who's won a battle in 2020. Dope battle, it's a good time. All right, so let me stop talking. Oh, there's also another prize from the James DeWitt Yancey Foundation. Shout out to Tony Smith. He's gonna give up a jacket. It's the King of the Beats jacket. Bang, right there. So the winner's also taking one of those home. Official J Dilla jacket, King of the Beats. Shout out to my brother, Scene, because he did a dope piece. I just want to show everybody what he did real quick. I shared it earlier, but whoa, this thing is amazing what he did, man. And he didn't get around to all the coloring. Or maybe that's it. I guess that's the color right there. But you know, he didn't have much time to put this together. But this is an official piece that he's been doing. He's been doing art for BeatKonductaz battles for the past 4 or 5 years. He's probably done the last 4 King of the Beats battles, the artwork for it. So much respect to my big brother Scene, and let's go, let's get into this battle, all right? That's it, man. That's the battle right there. So wherever you are, man, make some noise. Contestants, make some noise for yourself. I want to shout out everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody did a great job. Heard some dope beats. I want to thank all the judges. So it all comes down to this. I don't want it to stop, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel nervous myself for these producers. I spent a week with this MP7. It's really hard for me to give it up now, man. It was real close. I was about to just say, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep this MP7 and I'll give you guys something else, man. But it is what it is, man. You know, it's a beautiful piece. Shout out to the James Duett Yancey Foundation for hooking us up with that jacket as well. Shout out to Sean J. Period Music. Shout out to rapper Big Pooh. Shout out to Jay Clyde and Vice Electric. Shout out to rapper Miss Red, man. She couldn't make it today, but she was another one of the judges today. Anyways, let's get into it, man. Vice Electric, let's start with you this time, man.
Man,
I want to hear what you got to say.
Let's start. Let's get it jumping. Okay, so both these producers are very, very dope. They have a distinct style, you know, that they can work on, continue to build on with their craft and build their brand. Soul City and Kelsey, shout out to both of you guys. I'm gonna go with Kelsey, and I'm gonna tell you why. I think that just, you know, with the production, with the beats that Soul City brought, both of them were dope. But just something about Kelsey's style that at least resonates with me. The musicianship, the groove, like I don't get sick of listening to the beat at any point. At no point was I like, okay, the beat's looping, okay, that's all it's doing, okay. It's just an authentic musical groove. That's just the feeling that I get from him. The way that he composes his beats, and once again, the way that they're mixed and the way that they're presented. Gotta go with Kelsey just by an edge. Just by an edge. So I'm going with Kelsey.
Yeah, you could flip a coin with this one, really. I mean, both super talented. I mean, neither of these guys played one whack beat the entire day. So, you know, shout out to both of them for making it this far. And yeah, I mean, just that was a great battle. And, you know, it sucks that we can't do this in person, because I think if we were in person, we probably have like an overtime round with at least one or two, maybe more beats. But, you know, that's we're under some weird circumstances, so we can't do that. But, you know, Soul City, man, the first one came out just a stupid bass, aggressive, hard drums, which I love. A lot of dynamic changes. And then Kelsey, like, I don't know where that first beat came from. Like, he came with some like Mobb Deep, just some dark Mobb Deep stuff that like is totally, not totally, but I don't know, just it sounded like foreign from him. I was really glad to hear that. So they were both aggressive on the first beats, and then the second beats they were sort of more laid back. So they actually mirrored each other that way and made it even harder to judge, because they didn't kind of outdo one another with opposing energies and things like that. So yeah, Soul had a nice spacey vibe on the second beat. It's laid back, but the drums are still slapping, so I appreciate that. And then same thing from Kel on the last one. It was laid back, but it's also very dynamic. It's nice. I like the way you weave in your samples and synths and make them fit together. And I think in the end, the arrangement that Kelsey put together just put it over the top for me. So I went with Kelsey.
All right, that's what's up, man. And so the judges that are on IG, including rapper Big Pooh, Sean J. Peard, and Tony Smith, all went with Kelsey as well, which means Kelsey is our champion. Shout out to Soul City. He's dope. He's one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm not a judge. I can't judge this type of stuff, man. It's hard for me. I love all these beats. I do this because I love the music, man. I love the beats. I don't do it for anything else. If anybody knows the BeatKonductaz platform, they know that all the money that we collect goes right back into the prizes, the judges, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not getting rich off this. I just love the music, man. So again, shout out to Kelsey. He's coming strong in 2020, man. He is the COVID-19. He's the monster himself, man. He's the virus this year. So I got to go see Kelsey this week. I'm going to go up to New York and go see him deliver this MP7. We'll talk to Tony. I want to give a big shout out to all the judges, including Vice Electric. You know what? If people wanted to find you online, how can they find you?
Yo, man, find me on my website, realityofallpeople.com. That's the new project, and that's the home base for everything. United Grind is the movement, Breakpoint Booking, all of that. And on IG, Vice_Souletric, SOULETRIC. Peace. Thank you for the opportunity as well. Appreciate y'all.
Respect, man. And J. Clyde, if people wanted to find you, man, how can they find you?
If you want to find me, my Twitter and Instagram is at jclyde757. That's the best way to hear like new beats and everything I'm doing. Big Pooh, I got some beats for you, for sure. And also, go pick up, if you haven't heard about it, big homie Lord Finesse just put out a project called Motown State of Mind. He got access to the Motown Vault and reworked the classic Motown records from Jackson 5, Marvin Gaye, DeBarge, like just legendary records, and really put a nice new spin on it. So that's available on all streaming platforms. Go check that out. Lord Finesse, Motown State of Mind.
That's what's up, man. I just want to say thank you again. People wanted to find Sean J. Period music online, James Dewitt Yancey Foundation online, rapper Big Pooh online. You know, it's pretty simple. Just Google it and you'll find all the information. My name is DJ Olo. This is the BeatKonductaz. This was the King of the Beats 5 2020, man. This has been a tough year for everybody, but I'm glad everyone's able to still come together for the sake of the culture, for the sake of the music.